Hey, what's going on, people? Today's story is about Norfolk Police. Okay, so quite a few years ago now, I was living in Norfolk and in a place called Galston, and I fell out with some local smackhead, some heroin addict named Jamie Williams. Now, Jamie had a huge chip on his shoulder and wanted to get me back, so he phoned Great Yarmouth Police and said I was this big bad wanted guy, it's on the run, wanted for recall to prison for beating up women. Okay, so one day randomly I'm looking out the bedroom window and all these police officers are lined up against the wall like they're going to do a raid. Okay, so I know they're coming to the house. I've stayed in the bedroom, knock at the door, somebody's answered the door, they've come around the house and they're asking me what I'm doing in the bedroom. Now apparently I'm this guy that they want, but they need to confirm. So I know I'm not this guy, but in their head they are. Now they couldn't confirm if this was me. So they held me in the room against my will. One of them went back to Great Yarmouth Police Station to get an iPad to come back to the house to confirm, hang on, this guy isn't the guy that they wanted, right? You can't make this up. This was some big fuck off meathead, tats everywhere, looked like some super hard cokehead cunt, looked nothing like me, I ain't even got a tattoo, right? So off they went, and but apparently they're still looking for this guy, so there's still a marker on the car. Coming back from shopping one day and just gone around the corner, traffic lights turned red and a police car was behind us. We got the shopping out of the car and the police come along and said, we lost you at the lights, just checking it ain't this guy. Another time, coming back from Amsterdam, happy as Larry at night time. Next thing you know, this 4x4 police pulls in front and it says, follow me, follow me. So we pulled off at the petrol station. They wanted to make sure, once again, I ain't this guy, even though I ain't got a single tat and they could have this on their little screen or whatever. But no, took my passport, 10, 15 minutes in the car, they let me go off on my way. Okay, so you can see, like, at the end of the day, if they're looking for a guy with tats and I ain't got any tats, it's a clear case of harassment. So I don't know what them fools were playing out there. Next time I put some, during the Cali invasion when it was a big thing, I put basically some 420 pots, you know, like the Cali packs, onto YouTube. Now these were empty pots, there was nothing in them, and if you bothered looking you would see. Now Norfolk Police took it upon themselves to accuse me of being a drug dealer. Okay, so one day I've gone to a lockup and there's this random white guy, he's eyeing me from across the road. I'm walking down the road but he can't take his eyes off me and I know something ain't right, okay? That, you know, when you get that feeling in your stomach something ain't right. So I went and got back in the car, I sorted out my dog that was in the boot of the car. When I got in the car and drove off. Now, as we're pulling off into Yarmouth, the traffic lights were red for too long, and I knew that's a big thing. Anyone that don't know, the traffic lights will get kept on red while police line up themselves basically to get people bringing in drugs through the Acle Strait, county lines, whatever. Okay, it's a known thing. So I thought this was a bit odd. We're going down the street, and next thing there's a police car following us all the way. So we did one turn, they're still following, pulled up outside the house, and then they, one of them jumped out and taser unit, whatever, and spoke to the driver saying it was something to do with insurance or MOT or something, which completed up a ball. Next thing they might know, they want to talk to me. Okay, now they want to search the car for whatever they think's in the car. So I said to the guy, one of them, can I take my dog indoors before you sort Kai, obviously? So let's go through the car, sorry. So they said I could. I took Kai indoors, did what I had to do indoors, blah, blah, blah. And next thing, an officer running the house accused me of doing stuff upstairs. So he's a bit pissed off. I'm back at the car. They've gone through my wallet and they've found, I think, 3-4 different SIMs stuck to a SIM card. Now, these SIMs were for different websites, writing, poetry, etc., social media. Now, this officer, he started getting wet flange, wet nipples, a lot of hard nipples. He was really happy. He's got SIM cards, like I'm running county lines. So I said, you think that's for white and dark, don't you? Oh, I did laugh. So anyway, they didn't take the driver. They took just me to the police station. Next thing you know, I'm accused of being this big drug dealer. How much money do I make from drugs? Do I enjoy making money? I'm going to end up going to prison, blah, blah, blah. This is absolute bullshit. I'm not drug dealing at all. They're empty pots, basically, that people sell to each other. Okay, so it's all packaging. So I thought that was quite stupid. Now I'm being accused of all this stuff. Now, at the end of the interview, and I thought this was really strange, they brought a probation woman, some big, fat, overweight, obese fucking state of it, Lamanta. Right? I declared myself homeless at that time. She said, you don't look homeless. I'm thinking the old time, you don't look too healthy with that weight problem. But anyway, she wants my phone number because apparently I've got to go on probation. I ain't even been charged. Okay, so they kept my phone for 2 years. They went through bank accounts and whatever else, and in the end, that to obviously drop the charges because I weren't drug dealing at all. I wasn't shot in nothing, right? And they didn't like that one bit, so that's giving me my phone back, and I'll never forget that when I got my phone back. The phone had literally passed the point you can't even update it no more. Something went on. Blah blah blah. Now the next story as well, I see some assault video where some guy dragged a police officer down. He grabbed his arm and drove the car off, and the officer was screaming. I found that quite funny. I ain't gonna lie, it's a funny little video. I've laughed and put the video on YouTube, on Facebook, sorry. Less than 3 hours later, police are at the door. Now I find this really funny. Started banging, bang bang. Oh sorry, first it was a knock at the door. I've stupidly answered it thinking it was a takeaway. I didn't look. And he said he wants to speak to the woman in the house. So I shut the door and said I'll bring her down because she's not too well. Next thing you know, he's booting the door. Boot, boot, boot. Some proper little meathead freak. Like thinks he's Rambo on that knobhead. So he's booting the door. Open the door now. We're coming through. Blah, 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 blah. Now I thought this was really suspect because they want to see her. Now next thing you know, they've said my eyes are pinned. No, they weren't. And two of them started to assault me. Alright, one stamped on my foot, one dragged me about, bruised all up my arm, there's pictures on the internet, while the other one pulled at my dog's leg. And in this video you can hear me, because this has been recorded, constantly saying to the officer, let me let the dog go, let me let the dog go. You can hear him being choked really badly in the video, and I believe they were doing that, so my dog then reacted, maybe he would have bit one of them, they could have took my dog and put him down. And then next thing I know, after assaulting me, it's quite a bad assault. They had thrown my tablet, which was recording, that hit the sofa, but that was still recording, so we got all the evidence we wanted there. Them officers, and then one of them went upstairs, found a 2.2 pistol and said, that's a gun I carry around everywhere and they're going to take it with them. I said, no you ain't. I said, that's in the house and that's not illegal, so in the house you weren't taking it. He got on the phone to his sergeant and his sergeant says, you can't take that off him. Okay, so this little fat fuck got butter and that, but yeah, them officers were PC 422 Fawcett and PC 2119 Burton, and obviously I had a bit of issue with that. A few little things went online about what they did. It was PS 3117 from Yarmouth, I believe, and then phoned me to say what I wrote on the internet, they could arrest me for alarm and distress. And they believed at the same time that it was appropriate to tell me that my social media is being monitored. I couldn't give two fucks what a police officer or police force monitors what I do. At the end of the day, I'll carry on doing what I'm doing. It's my hobby, it's my art, and I don't need permission from police force. So yeah, long story, I went through HNK solicitors, took legal action, got a nice bit of compensation and carried on pasting their little boneless faces all over the internet, and none of the powerless to stop me. So yeah, we've done one video on Essex Police, and then we've got Easy Dids at Norfolk Police.